Hello, hello, hello. What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday night, and so we are ready to get right back into it. It has been a minute, but I am ready to talk. Oh, what's good, everybody? Devil. Uh-oh, we got somebody in. You already know we're going to get into it with two of the best around. We got the one, the only Dark Devil. How we doing tonight?
I'm here, man. I'm here and ready to get into this storyline.
He said, for a box of what?
Oxo?
You damn well know. Ain't that the name of the snack that the guy like stole?
For a box of
Yeah,
caramel
it
corn.
was it was caramel corn. I forget what the brand was, like Fun something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
a
we'll have to
Kringle
make
Krang or something like that. Whatever.
those
But
close.
yeah,
Maybe we'll have to
I
make
want a
that.
box of it 'cause I gotta know like was it that worth? Was it worth it? Was it that worth it? Of all the snacks that like steal in that store.
That's the one.
Oh, that was too good, too good. That whole thing was ridiculous. What's up? I see you out there, Jake Cruz. We got John Haymaker in the house. Yeah, man, it looks like it could get dark. I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. I didn't watch the comics, so I'm just kind of as they show it. I'm here, but yeah, I did watch a while back. I watched the thing on Muse and comics, whatever. That one dude. Oh my God, this guy. This seems like he could be a problem. This Muse guy,
Oh
I
yeah.
think, is going to be a situation. Oh, I'm here for it. I can't wait. Oh man, we're gonna get into it though. We're talking about Daredevil Born Again, episode 4, Six Semper Systems, thus always to the system. And I guess I didn't call it last week. Hector is indeed dead, and I guess the amulet just gives him extra strength, not so much super strength. I thought that might be enough to save him, but nay, my man is out. And Matt's at the corner collecting Hector's things. And first of all, what's up, fandom? How come the family wasn't there getting his stuff? Why is his lawyer there getting stuff?
I'm not sure like what was like the time period between like that episode and this moment of where why didn't they like pick everything up? And then like literally a few seconds later you see like the niece show up. So I'm like, all right, so they who's fast, who's closer to the to like, picking up the body and stuff. So I
That's
don't
just
know.
that's just crazy.
I I have a thought. I think it may have been actually Matt just trying to do them a favor. He might have actually been getting it earlier than it would have been released to the family.
Who might have been getting introduced?
No, I said he might have been able to pick up Hector's effects faster than the family would have. So he was calling in a favor. He was just doing him a favor, especially
Okay.
with that medallion, and people know what that medallion does now. And anybody could have came in and tried to get it. So I think that was in Matt's thoughts. So he just went
Okay.
and pulled it up.
We'll take
Because
that because that didn't make
they wouldn't
sense.
have released anything. That the kid looks like she was a kid. They would not have been releasing anything to her. She didn't go there for his stuff. She went there just to try to see his body.
Well, speaking of her, did we just meet Hector's replacement? Because the first thing we heard was, "Hey, how'd you get in here?" So we already know she's crafty.
Mm-hmm. That's
Hmm.
my thought. Yep,
Is,
yep,
it,
yep.
is
And
this
I
going to
believe
She
be
was
that was
on
actually
Young Avengers maybe.
yeah.
White
I do
Tiger?
believe that was said in our chats last night. Yep,
Oh, that'd be sick.
that is
Uh,
accurate. Comic accurate.
does Hector not have a daughter in the show? Not that
No,
we've heard of.
not that
No.
we've seen. That little girl was
No.
his niece.
That's who's supposed to be the White Tiger. Yeah, like I said, I don't know anything about the comics, so I'm just going with what the show gives us. But yeah, it definitely felt like that was a replacement type situation coming in. That's what I was getting out of it.
Absolutely.
And then her being like the first thing after the camera like pans off the mask. I don't know. It just made me think that soon she's going to be wearing that damn thing. And even when Matt said, "Let's go," like the first thing it showed, like it shows her grabbing his arm right next to that mask and costume. So, I mean, they
Yep.
were just bleeding that she was going to be the next one. And she's no dummy. She knows exactly what went down. And she hates the cops for doing this to her uncle. So, already hating the police, is she going to be more of like an anti hero? Like maybe not as afraid of skewing the law as her uncle was? What do you think, Phantom?
Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. Because at this point, it's like, okay, are you picking the mantle, for to follow your uncle, or is it gonna be picking up the mantle for vengeance?
How do you feel about that, AK? Is it going to be more of a Catwoman situation?
I think it could go either way.
Do the
I
right
mean,
thing when
if
it
I
suits her?
were in her shoes, yeah, I'm absolutely still going to be there for the neighborhood. But if some other opportunities may arise that could be helpful to my person, well,
That's
I
what I'm
might have to
saying.
go ahead and partake in that also.
I feel like we might have a Catwoman situation boiling because she is not a
Absolutely.
fan of
And I wouldn't falter for it.
Yeah, how
Times
can
is
you?
hard out here.
Then we get introduced to a new character, Muse. And like I said, I actually heard a little bit about this character watching a Comics Explained video a while back about a Daredevil scenario. And I guess he is just an absolute agent of chaos who just kills people for no apparent reason and then creates like weird works of art with the bodies and the blood. And I don't know. Is this just going to be the new twist of the show, AK?
It might be. It might be. He kind of gives me I don't know if y'all watched Grotesquerie season 1 when it was out. That's the vibe that he's giving me. Like he's just pulling people off to make whatever macabre random statement that jumps into his head. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's not a whole lot that's going to be the same with these victims, I think. So it's going to be interesting to see how they develop that.
I don't know. Do you know anything about the Muse Phantom?
Very little, except for like that one YouTube video that tells me like he just kills people, drains their blood, and just makes them like useful now. Part of their the muses made of people's blood and crap. I'm like, what the hell? You man, who's sick. That's why you're going up to Daredevil's like girlfriend therapist. Forgot her name. But I'm gonna be afraid for her because at one point he can have like the wrong therapy and be like, you know what? You're not a useful therapist. You're dead.
I already said.
He's certainly a problem.
Yeah, we called that last episode. Like, she is definitely going to be gone. One where it's going to either be Fisk or him.
His
What's
girls
that?
always get got. Something always happens to women he's connected to.
Yeah, it doesn't end well for him.
Sadly.
So are we all on the same page? We think that disturbed kid is basically Muse? That disturbed kid that went to get the book signed by her at that book signing when she showed up?
Possible. That would almost seem like they were trying to make it glaringly obvious. They're usually a little more subtle than that.
I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. How do you feel? What do you think, Phantom?
Yeah, we were saying that in the previous on previous streams. Like it looks like that, like that one could look like Jeffrey Dahmer. I said probably is freaking Muse.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be him. Absolutely. That's crazy. He's like Jake's feeling the same way. That was his assumption as well. So yeah, I think that's the way they're gonna go. And I don't know. This man is going to be a problem. Like this kid is not going to be anything nice, I don't think. And I didn't realize. So that's a thing in the comics. He just drains people's blood, and uses that for his graffiti because that is on another level.
Mm-hmm.
That is awful. Then we see poor social pariah Daniel just completely out of his element, trying to hang and impress his gal pal, like so much so that he lets one slip, like one of Fisk's like secret deals that he's working on. And as soon as he said it, I was like, "Son, you are drunk hanging out with a reporter. What? You might want to button up a little bit." Like, I don't know. Did you get that instantly? What's that?
Like, you got to go to work in the morning, bro. It is the morning. What the fuck are you still doing out here?
I'm like, as soon as he slipped up and he got all like direct, like giving all details and everything, I was just like, I was almost like, was that on purpose? Like, he can't be that dumb, can he, Phantom?
Oh, what was it? Saturday, I went to a lounge and I was drinking myself. I wasn't telling everyone my freaking story. Like, what the hell? How many drinks did this man get? And he's telling everything about the whole union garbage thing. I'm like, yo, man, looks like you barely go out to the point that you're really telling everyone Fisk's business like that. Just stop.
You know who you're with. You know what you're doing. And that's what I'm like, he made it look like an accident, like it slipped out, but I'm not so sure. I don't think he's that stupid.
There is something up with him. And me, Meeks and Lady D were talking about it last night. I don't know what it is. I have an extreme wild tinfoil thought that maybe somehow he is related to Fisk. Maybe that's like his random long lost son that he never knew he had or something. But there's something up with him, and I don't know what it is. But like the minute he let that one little slip, you can see on BB's face, she was like, "Wait, huh?" She sobered up real quick to get the tea. Like, wait a minute, say that again.
I almost think it might be. I like kind of what we were saying back in episode 2, that maybe he's affiliated with that group that was trying to get the blood from She-Hulk, and maybe he's one of those secret agent groups like that. I think it might be that kind of deal going on, because there's just something up with this kid, and he's too smart to do something that stupid. I was like, come on. Yes, we all do stupid stuff for girls, but that just seemed a little too calculated for me. He wasn't just drunk. He was high too. He was drunk, high, and trying to impress her. So it was definitely a problem. Absolutely a problem. But yeah, I don't know, man. That just seemed a little too calculated. But yeah, as soon as she said recycle, that could be cool, I knew exactly it was too late for our man. Like, oh, that's already in print. And was it just me, or did BB seem a lot more interested in her little lady friend than she was in Daniel hanging out? Like,
well, she's already said that. She said that off rip, like, yo, we will be good friends with what did
she
she say?
said
Like,
friends
with
with
friendly
benefits.
benefits.
She
But
just said friends
mean
with
it.
benefits. That could go a whole lot of ways. That could be interpreted.
I don't think she meant that. I don't think she meant that in any type of sexual way at all. Nothing in her demeanor has ever given off the vibe that she's interested in him in anything more than what they could do for each other professionally. That's it.
Right.
So
maybe,
does she have eyes for the chick that she's with? I think she does, or they could just legit just be super homies.
Yeah, absolutely. How'd you feel about that whole situation, Phantom?
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that scene, man. I didn't catch that.
Oh, I felt like she was. I felt like it could easily just went. All three of them could have went home and had a good time. Like it just
not with him.
Yeah, not with them.
Nah.
Yeah, not anymore. I'll tell you that. That is all up. I can't believe that. I was just like, dude, what are you doing? Then we get the start of, I guess, what like social unfairness message storyline of the angry black man not getting his fair shake in life, like getting busted for stealing food, then having to sit on the curb and handcuffs, like while two chubby cops eat all the food he stole right in front of him. Like that was so dirty. I hated everything about this scene. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they shouldn't have taken his food. I understand that. And I do have empathy for his situation. However, when you are doing these things, when you have, what did I say, like 20 some odd pages of things that you have been doing, and you want to argue with the lawyer that you get to say you're not going to accept anything but probation?
The audacity.
The fucking audacity. My dude,
just
absolutely the fuck not. You are lucky that Matt will even go to bat for you at all to get it down to just the 10 days. And even that he still wants to complain about. And he goes on that whole long tirade. And I get it. Again, I totally understand. And he's right. The system is jacked. That does not mean that you have an excuse to just go in and pick up things and steal whenever you want to. There are consequences for your actions, bruh. What do you mean?
The AK. That was a scroll. That wasn't him.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I was just like, they're trying to do, and they even played the soft music and shit, trying to make me feel. I was giving zero.
Right, I was looking at the whole time like, bruh.
It was ridiculous. Fisk and Vanessa are still giving therapy a go, and like, why is Fisk going through the charade? Like, does he really think Vanessa's ever going to believe he's actually a changed man?
I don't even think it's about Vanessa at this point. I think he just wants to project that to everybody, because while they were secretive and there's an NDA and whatnot in place, there's still going to be eyes out there. Somebody is going to find out something. And he'll be able to spin that in whatever way he wants to spin it. But I don't know why he thinks he can keep doing everything that he's doing and still keep Vanessa by his side. You saying you don't want to lose her, but you're literally doing everything that when it comes to light, and I'm sure it will, she will leave you in the dust. If, unlike Echo, she doesn't put a bullet in you somewhere before walking off.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Did that therapy session leave anybody else like shaking their head? Because I was kind of like, why? Did these two actors just need more screen time? Or like, did we just waste that entire 5 minutes learning what we already know, that Fisk is a liar and a sociopath? Like, what was the point?
Pretty much. And then like the lawyer was like, oh, may I have a few more, cause it's like a few minutes with you, Vanessa, like by yourself. I'm like, you should never have said that.
No, she was doing her job. She was.
I know that's protocol, but at the same time, you know who Fisk is, so that at one point he's gonna be like, wait, what was it that she asked you? Or what was it that you asked Vanessa privately?
What would you have her do with that situation then? Just keep her suspicions to herself, and if something then does happen, to Vanessa. If Fist does get mad enough about something and goes off into a rage, and that happens, and we start going through the court case, and this comes in, she gets called as a witness. You don't think she's going to have some type of liability in that? Her profession demands her to try to do something if help is needed. So she has to ask that question.
Yeah, and that's what Fist said. I mean, that's what any competent lawyer or therapist would do. So.
Exactly.
But then Matt gets a call from his partner who tells him they have some pro bono work that needs to be done. So Matt heads to the jailhouse to meet the angry black man we saw earlier. And like I said, if they were trying to make me feel sorry for this man, they did a piss poor job in doing so. Because I was like, dude, I get being a dick to the cops eating your food right in front of you, but why talk shit to the one person who's actually on your side?
What did he do?
Was trying to say, I mean,
like he was trying to listen to you, and Mans just did not want to listen to anything Matt had to say. Like, dude, what do you mean? What are you doing here?
Not only didn't want to listen to him, but just right out the gate, cracking blind jokes and being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, life gets rough, but why bite the hand of the one trying to feed you? Like, you get the hell out. And then just you lying asshole right out the gate talking about you didn't do it. They saw you do it. They have you on camera.
You're on camera.
You got caught with
the witnesses.
Red-handed. I mean, they want to cop an attitude about you're not going back to jail. Like they said, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. I was not feeling for this man one iota. I don't know. Did you have any feels for this cat, Phantom?
Not at all. Especially after we got all that evidence or like previous like offenses that he did in the past. I'm like, dude, at this point, just go to jail. Just take your time.
Take the L. I mean, nobody's feeling sorry.
Wasn't it supposed like originally supposed to be like 30 days?
It was supposed to be 30. Actually, she was 35. The last time it was 30.
Okay.
And that's when he tried to complain about, the last time they had me in there, I didn't come back out to be able to go to my appointment to get my food stamps. So now I have to start the system all over again. Well, maybe if you wouldn't have been out there doing what you was doing to be locked up, you could have made your appointment and still be getting your benefits. I don't understand why you're not mad at yourself.
Right? Like, yeah. Oh, I got locked. Well, you shouldn't have done this shit. I mean, what are you talking about?
Nobody told you to go do that.
Whose fault?
And you were getting help, which means, and if he's getting food stamps in his situation, he's probably also getting a cash stipend also. So all you have to do is maybe wait another day or two until you re-up your balance.
I mean, this damn ass couldn't just steal one, not two, but he had to get up there for how many boxes? Come on, man. You did not need that much junk food at once. Like, come on.
Like, it wasn't even anything meaningful. You did some fucking popcorn.
Oh, that was the worst. Absolute worst. You did not need that. He even tried to bust out like Phantom said, could it have been a scroll? I was like, no, nice.
Nah.
I did love how they tried to even more so tie that all into the Marvel universe, so kind of bringing everything together. No, I mean that one little line just brings so much together. It's awesome. I like that part. I liked about it.
You kind of see now that people are like using that as an excuse to try to get out of like jail. They're like, wait, it wasn't me, it was a scroll.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Oh shit, I was dying, dude. Yeah, come on. But yeah, like the absolute just poison calm of Matt, like just presented during that meeting with his client was beyond angelic. Like how he didn't just tell that man, like, just, dude, you can just work with all the fucks. I have no idea, but I don't know. I couldn't have done it. Talking about going out there and like get my probation. Like, dude, you know how many days you have on the table. You're lucky you didn't get like 6 months with that attitude. I'd have came back and said, sorry, they got a year. I couldn't do anything. Have fun. Like,
I wonder how the chick that he works with, how she knows him. Because I feel like he's only gotten this many chances because he knows someone somewhere in the line. I don't know on which level, but buddy, how is your rap sheet this long and you've not been locked up for anything more than like 30 days before now?
The the DA, that's who you're wondering if he's worked with before?
Or if she knows him personally.
Yeah, dude, the way she was flirting with him, oh, of course she does.
Well, no, not the DA. No, the chick that Matt works with, the girl that asked him to do the case.
Oh, that's the one who was with Foggy, was always trying to get Foggy to come work at the big firm with her.
Yeah,
and then
that's what I'm saying. Does the guy have some type of outside relationship with her, like a friendship, or maybe he knew her dad or something or other. So
Who,
she's
Matt?
still trying to look out for him.
Are you talking about
What is
Matt?
the guy's name? The guy that's locked up.
Bullseye? Oh,
No, the black guy was locked up.
No,
Or about
the
to
dude.
be.
Yeah.
no, she's just doing a solid for another for somebody else. And that somebody else, they're like, we owe this person a freebie, and that person said, do this for the freebie. So Matt's down there.
Okay, I didn't remember that part.
Yeah, no,
He does know something, somebody in the system somewhere. Then
yeah, he knows somebody somewhere
Okay.
that wanted to do a. So yeah, this is 100% pro bono work, and this is their one pro bono job for the month. She said this is the time we have to do it or whatever. It's like your favorite, which he actually likes doing, but because she's about making that money big corporate style, and he's about
because it is a business. You can't be living in New York, even if you're living in one of a small neighborhood. You still need money. You need an income.
Exactly. Oh man, he had to get it.
He was funny, but still a thief.
I mean, obviously that means that guy's elevator didn't quite go to the top floor. Like, I don't know, would it be more humane to put him into like a mental hospital? At least he get his 3 square meals a day if it's that bad out there for him.
And care. He would probably also have his own room. I mean, maybe at the very least send him in for an evaluation, because it does sound like there may be some other issues there to be tackled.
Oh yeah, I definitely think. And like I said, if you're that hungry and it's that rough out there, and obviously if you're going to talk to the man that's supposed to be on your side like that, you're not all there. So yeah, just go get some help. Check yourself in for a while and just have a nice warm place to stay and some good food to eat and get better. But yeah, I think we'll all see him again. Definitely. The guy's a great actor for sure. He was probably not just one cameo. He'll be back somehow. Just being an asshole. Matt heads out to get the best deal he can for the man, and lucky for him, he's up against a DA that seemingly had the hots for him, but didn't just like last episode, the Hawk brag about how all the DAs work for him, and Matt's not going to be able to show his face in a courtroom with like one of them up his ass. So was that just all hot air, or what happened with that, Phantom? I thought he wasn't going to be able to face anybody and get a deal anymore.
It just dawned on me about that. Like, yeah, that was all smoke, I guess. Or maybe it could still happen though. You never know. No, it could work if once like Fist does the whole superhero thing and rounding people up, and if like Matt gets arrested, then it can actually like go in effect maybe.
Yeah, maybe get him then. But yeah, I was just like, man, this man must be hot air, or this lady just likes Matt and has the hots for him so much that she doesn't care. She was just going to hook him up anyway.
Not only that, but this is a real low case. This is a super petty crime, so it's not really something that he would even be looking at.
The name of the crime, exactly. That's true, I guess so. Last thing the DA said was, I do hope he appreciates you. I assure you he does not. But Matt runs into Powell and then does some smack talk to him to try to get him riled up to see if he knew anything about what happened to Hector. And it doesn't seem that he did, but it definitely seems like these two are about to butt heads again sometime soon. Like, it's not going to end well for one of these, I have a feeling.
I think it's not going to end well in the long run for that cop, because he has super been pushing his luck again. Habitual line stepper, this guy, and he thought he had a one up on him, and I think the next time they face off, it's not going to be in a public hallway or on property where they both have to behave. And you're going to catch them hands again, and you're not going to like how you end up. I don't think you're going to be able to walk away from that one so easy.
You agree with that, Phantom? He's not going to be able to.
And that's if he's going to meet him, because it's like, well, I don't know, because of the way how we got Frank in this episode, it's like, okay, is Daredevil again, we're going to have another episode with these like crooked cops, or it's going to be like switched over to like Punisher? So I'm like, toss up between. I'm like 50-50 on it.
Down at the Red Hook port, Fisk unveils another one of his big ideas to help New York City be a better place, and Sheila has to talk him down off the ledge, while Daniel, as usual, is just the ultimate hype man. But Sheila wins a disagreement, but it seems like her and Daniel are going to end up butting heads in the future, which they kind of end up doing by the end of this, but I don't know. Do both of these end? Because she told Daniel she was here before him and Fisk and plans on being here long after them. So I don't know. Do you think she even makes it to the end of Fisk's term, AK?
I don't see how he could continue without her. Honestly, because if she wasn't there and it was just Daniel and the front man is what I've been calling him, his right hand dude, that I don't work for the mayor, I work for the man.
Oh no, that's the other one. Yeah, that's Buck.
Yeah, if it was just them two, half of this shit would not be running so smooth. Especially, you see, she basically has to keep him on the schedule of all this shit that is going down because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's strutting around like he's the big man in charge and he's got this lovely plan coming up and whatnot, but he has no idea what the hell he's actually supposed to be doing. She's here for that. So I don't see how he could cut her loose or what Daniel could even concoct that would make him want to get rid of her.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem at some point. Oh, he would have to make her look real bad in front of Fisk and make Fisk drop her. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Buck tells Fisk though that she is right about one thing, that bad things are not gonna stop happening down here until Fisk either kills one of the heads of the crime families or sends one of them to jail. And he either has to kill them all or send one to jail. Like, that seems like the easiest decision all day. Just snatch one up and be done with it, right?
He wants chaos, though. It's like, no, just a little bit of chaos, and then we can rebuild. Look around. Where have you been for these past few years? The chaos has already come in like 10 times. What do you mean?
It is New York City now. Like, when is it not?
I'm saying it's already buckled and busted, bruh.
Oh. Then back to the one I definitely danced about around, but now definitely doesn't want to play the fiddler situation. Of course, even after Matt scored the man an unbelievable plea deal, he still isn't happy. And like Matt said, you took the stuff. Like, enough is enough. Be happy with what you get. Guy gives us a sob story like, woe is me, like talking about it just never ends. I'm like, well, it never ends because you keep committing crimes. Like, quit stealing shit. Just irritating.
Again, T-Baby's lessons will always come into play. Stop touching shit. If it's not yours, leave it alone.
He was killing me. I was like, they're playing the somber sob music. Like, I was like literally sitting there crying because the last time he got 30 days, like, you missed it. Stop it. Like, a good way not to have missed the appointment, not to have committed the crime. Like, even with that sad somber music, like I said, I was just like, get fucked. Like, can this stop?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Speaking of fucked, how miserable did Fisk look having to sit there and listen to those kids awfully sing that played out 80s song?
Oh my God, bruh.
We built this city. First was attitude. I was like, oh my God.
The whole thing was.
Y'all know I love the babies, but I'm sorry. I have to judge y'all right now because that sounded horrible. To Fisk's credit, though, he did say, oh, you guys were magnificent. Wonderful. Oh, we have another one. You know what? I'm so sorry. I do have to get going. There's something else happening that I need to handle. And again, this is how horrible he is at keeping the schedule. He leaves to go to his next meeting. He's looking around the building like, wait, where are we? And she has to tell him again what's on the itinerary. And then he walks in and it's the same damn song, just in a different language.
That was so fantastic.
It's like when he was running, did he say like we built this city was like one of his favorite songs or something? Like, why is everyone singing this damn song?
It was my question too. I don't recall that being a part of the campaign trail. I don't know.
I don't know if it was, but I kind of remember, didn't they play that at the end of it when it came through and it showed that he was gonna run for mayor? Isn't that the song they played over the ending credits? I have to go back and listen, but I kind of think that that's the song they played over the ending credits. So maybe they're just running that joke since it was one of the worst songs ever created. I think it's literally been voted one of the worst 80s songs ever made.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, it's awful.
That's the first time I've ever heard that. Wow. Interesting.
Stupid. I hated it when it came out. It's awful. Like, it makes no sense. It's totally dumb. Yeah, I don't know.
Wasn't it part of the Broadway play? Interesting.
What's that?
That's what Jake just said there. Sorry, Phantom. My bad. Go ahead.
That's all right. Wasn't it part of like a Broadway play song, whatever? We built this city? Am I bugging? I never looked it up.
I don't recall it being that. No, not that one. The where he says they're kids and they were adorable. Yes, they were adorable. But as I was telling the ladies last night, I was in choirs as a child. And you know what we knew how to do, what we were taught and learned how to do very early on? How to harmonize. They could have sounded a lot better. It seemed like they just heard that Fist was coming and they were like, here, kids, learn these lines really quick. And they had a 5-minute practice and that was it.
When she said, and for our next one, I was dying. For our next one,
he jumped right out of that seat. Oh, no. Y'all did so amazing. That is all the time I have for that level of a mailing. Great talent.
So much talent. So much talent. Oh, I couldn't possibly take another one. Too good.
He ran out of that room.
I was dying it. But while that was happening, we see that Daniel's big mouth is indeed putting his job in jeopardy now that BB has broken the news on Fist's plan with the recycling. And I don't know, how do you think this is going to affect his and BB's relationship going forward, fandom?
No, they're still going to hang out. Obviously, he's going to confront her. She's going to be mad. Then he's going to like rush it off or whatever. But I still see them hanging out.
You agree with that, AK? Nothing's going to change?
I think, I think so. I don't think he's going to put any blame on that for her because, I mean, this is her job. And she didn't pull that out of him. He offered that information.
Yeah, because so he didn't say nothing like, don't say anything. He just like said it randomly. So how would she not know?
Like the whole blame is on him for it.
He was wasted. He didn't really realize what he was saying. Yeah.
I do have another thought though. What if he is some random sleeper agent that actually is trying to upset some shit for Fisk? Like he's sitting in there playing like he's the ultimate fanboy, but maybe he's doing something. Maybe he's a double agent somehow.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, if he's not mad at her for running this, knowing that would put his whole life in jeopardy, then he's 100%.
There has to be a motive there. Yeah,
100% a double agent. He dropped that on purpose. If he acts like it's no big deal or doesn't touch on it, he's 100%. He did that, and that was a calculated draw. He did that on purpose.
And also, what is his boss's name? The lady that we all said that Fist really can't do without.
Sheila.
Is it Sheila? Okay, well, kudos to her again because she shows her medal right there. When this hits. And they get the boot out the office. She's like, hey, he's my guy. I brought him in. It's also on me. And he's like, all right, you know what? Fine. You can stay and catch this smoke too. So that right there, that shows 100% again the level of person she is in that job. She actually cares about this shit.
Absolutely. And that's how she stayed there so long, and that's how she plans on being there for so much longer. Like she's good at what she does. So.
And I don't think it's just him being honest, Jake. The way all of those words just flew out of his mouth during his explanation, like he purposely didn't give Fisk a chance to even yell. And I think that was a very calculated move.
Plus, that's something that Fisk would want to hear just for him to keep his job.
Exactly. So, Exactly. He's a fool to ever talk to BB again. He's absolutely going to talk to her. I mean, you don't say shit like that to who is a journalist that prides herself on always giving out the honest truth facts. You can't drop a bomb like that and then expect her to keep it a secret. Nah, that's not on her.
Yeah, like I said, I think that was a calculated drop. I think he planted that story on there just to screw that up, just to imagine. So he's creating chaos with Fisk, or maybe he did it so he could own up to it. Like maybe he knew it wasn't that. It was just a big enough deal to where maybe he could really earn Fisk's loyalty because he is that double agent. And he wants to really get close to this man so he can do what he needs to be done. But
maybe he is
playing with fire.
He is because Fisk very easily could have just punched out some of your teeth, and you may have kept your job after that, but you certainly would be moving different.
I wonder if he kind of liked that a guy even leaked, because now it's now there's kind of some type of heat on him. Now he has to bounce back even more to get into the people's favor.
Maybe he likes working in chaos.
Yeah.
How great was that when Fisk walked into the next meeting, like AK said, only to hear the same miserable song, just in a different only in a language you can't even understand.
At least they were harmonizing, though. They sounded very pleasant.
Oh, did they though? I mean, you can't even understand the words. I was dying. After that, he has like an all hands on deck meeting with people who to find out who leaked to the press. And I gotta say, that was pretty impressive the way Daniel did stand up and owned his mistake. Like, I think that's going to go a long way with Fish, showing him what kind of courage he had and the loyalty. But yeah, I don't know. He's almost too much of a stan. Like I said, I think we called it a few episodes ago. I think he's just like definitely some kind of undercover agent. Like, we might even find out that it was no accident he left the store. Yeah, we already talked about all that. But Fisk forgave Daniel after his display of bravery, owning up to the mistake, but literally looked him in the eye and said, if you ever do anything like this again, it'll be the last thing you do. Like, I don't know if our guy realizes just how much of a real threat that is. And I don't know, is Fisk right to make that kind of threat in front of Sheila like that? What do you think, AK?
Yes. 100%. Again, everyone knows who this man is. Is Sheila going to vibe with anything actually going down in front of her? Like, is he going to take her to a meeting with the mob bosses with him beating in skulls? No, absolutely not. But in this situation here, him saying that is not going to do anything but just, okay, yeah, that's Fisk. That's a Fisk thing to say to anybody. So no, I don't think she's really going to be that phased. I think what bothered her more in the whole conversation was everything that Daniel was saying and how easily all of those words were flowing out of his mouth, because the camera pans over to her a couple times and she's looking, calculating, I think, just like we are. Like, hold on, bro, who the fuck are you again? Did I do the proper research before I brought you in here? Like, she looks like she's questioning a lot of things about him, as she should be.
Oh, absolutely. He only forgave him because he's Tony Soprano's son.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh,
yeah, he's definitely up to something.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, shout out to whoever created the white like tiger mask mural. That thing, I just got to do the artwork. That looks so clean on the wall.
Sick, yep.
It was dope. And now we see who's actually signing his work, the Muse. And I'm thinking, like, the more we get to know the character, the more we're going to see that he just ain't nothing nice. But his artwork is dope.
When it doesn't have anything to do with dead bodies.
Matt heads out to put his Batman skills to work and is able to find the missing bullet casing from Hector's murder. And those bullets seem to be made, they seem to be like homemade. So I don't know, was that too much or too easy or too convenient, Phantom, the way he found that? What do you think? The way he found that bullet casing?
Who, for Daredevil?
Yeah.
Not really. That's just freaking Daredevil. This is like his first rodeo.
Status quo. Yeah, agreed.
I don't know. That seems just kicks a little bottle down the road and just like, like I said, he was getting his Batman skills on, but that was on another level. Like just having a bottle roll downhill, like, oh, maybe that's where it went. I guess it was a theory and it worked out.
Yeah, that's I feel like that's sound detective work. And he didn't know what he would find, but once he heard that bit of metal drop, he knew exactly what that metal was from. So now we have to find out where it rolled off to.
So is there going to be any way to track down who made those things, even with the Punisher logo on it?
I think our artists like that, and I'm saying artists because this is someone that has a like specific press to put that on the metal. They their signature is known. Somebody is going to know who this dude is because somebody's putting those orders in, and we know the group of people that's been using them, and thus far they're all cops.
Yeah, not good ones. Matt heads down to some secret lair, and I thought he was like heading down there to grab one of his suits, like it was finally going to be on. But nope, he was just going to visit an old friend, none other than Frank Castle himself. Mm-hmm. And now we welcome back the Punisher. How dope was that? I was like, we knew it was coming, but was it good to see Frank again, AK?
Absolutely. I knew it was coming. I didn't know exactly how because I hadn't watched pretty much any of the trailers for Daredevil as it was coming out. Yeah, I enjoyed how they did that, and I'm sure we'll get into it in a little bit, but I love that whole conversation that they had. It was great seeing him come in, and he is still 100% Frank and still pissed off about this random Punisher bullshit that he's been seeing unfold, and I'm here for it.
What's up, fandom? How many bodies is he going to rack up by the end of the season? Or do you think Matt's going to kind of be able to keep him at bay?
Nah, he needs to. It was almost like he literally visited him for like either one or two things. Mainly, it was just for the whole like, "Hey, how you doing?" Oh yeah, also, boom, what the hell is this? But mainly, he's gonna be like killing a whole bunch of people.
Oh man, I love getting the Punisher back. Like it may have been like the best scene in the episode for me. Like I cannot wait to watch these two just go ham for the rest of the season together. That's gonna be good.
After the only two good scenes was like the kids singing "We Built This City" and this like reunion with the Punisher. Everything else just like, okay, come on, now what's my point time?
Yeah, it was kind of a filler episode. There's no doubt about it. It was a little draggy.
It was good filler though.
After hearing the exchange of those two, if Matt crosses paths with Crosshair again, I don't know. Do you think he lets him live, or is he a dead man this time, AK?
Crosshair.
Crosshair?
The one that he threw off a ledge.
But I mean, Bullseye.
Bullseye?
I mean, Bullseye, yeah, my fault.
He's about the wrong villain. I'm like, wait a minute, where did Crosshair come in here?
Yeah, that's completely
Ain't he dead?
Is he going to come across Bullseye again? Bullseye's locked up, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
As far as we know, do they? I thought they did his sentencing already.
Yeah, they said like what consecutive life sentencing.
Like episode 1, wasn't it? Yeah, he's either in whatever like the main maximum security prison is there, or he's at the raft. I'm thinking they would send him to the raft. So yeah, his sentencing was already done. I don't unless somebody breaks him out, then I don't see him coming back into play, at least not this season.
I don't know why I feel like we're gonna get another he's gonna be making another appearance. That just the way Frank was talking about him. How about Foggy? Foggy get life? I mean, that hit home. I just feel like there's gonna be some situations going on with these two. But we shall see.
Will be. Yeah.
But I mean, they're playing it down a bit. Matt did drop the man from the rooftop. Like he's acting like he did nothing. Like the guy only had a 50-50 shot of dying just from that fall. So it's not like Matt didn't kind of try to get off him a little bit. But yeah, that's crazy. The fact that guy gets
what I will say for Gravity, I have a friend, and when her mom was a child, I think she's maybe like 12 or 13 or something, her little brother was falling out of one of the windows in their apartment. And I think they were on like the 4th or 5th floor. And when she tried to pull him back up, but he couldn't hold on. He slipped. When he fell, he survived, but it basically crushed his legs. Like his knees were shoved up to his chest, but he did survive. So while it's going to be painful, it doesn't surprise me that he was still able to go to court. He didn't land in any way to where like parts of his body were going to be crushed. He landed like flat on his it was either his back or his front.
He seems to be walking around fine now.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. Yeah, that's punishing. On a happier note, I think that would be sick, Jake. If we got a freaking Spider-Man cameo to pitch the new movie, I think that'd be dope. What's up, fandom? We got any chance of seeing Spidey in this one by the end of it?
Yeah, but you wouldn't even know like who the hell he is, like his identity.
What if he comes in as Spider-Man to help Daredevil do like one thing real quick?
If anything, that'll probably be season 2, not season 1.
That'd be pretty sick. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on when the Spider-Man movie's coming out, but yeah, that would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be Foggy died.
Get Foggy dirty.
Oh, Fisk is really trying to sell this "I'm a new man" image, but like this is all just a ruse. Of course, he's full of shit. Like, why is he lying to Vanessa? Like, he's always kept it so real with her. So why the change now, AK?
I don't know, because Vanessa sees right through all that shit. That's why she's when they're in therapy sessions, and I love the shade. I really dig Vanessa this season. When the questions are asked about the affair partner, and she very much goes all out in talking about how this man's hands were so great. And then when the question turns just a little bit, she actually turns and faces him and gives him the. Now, what are you going to say to that? Like, so she's in her petty, and I appreciate seeing that, and he deserves it because this woman knows who you are, dude. And you want to put on the mask for everybody else, fine. but this is supposed to be your right hand. This is supposed to be your partner, the one you said you can't live without. Why are you trying to pull this ruse over her eyes, bruh? What are you doing?
Ridiculous. You think does Vanessa see it all coming?
That we thought she did.
What's that?
Here's my question: what was the whole point of what Maya did in Echo when she used her abilities on Fist? Like, what was it supposed to do to his mind?
That's what I'm wondering, because he hasn't changed. It
Exactly.
seemed like
really
he was starting to feel something, like like his heart was growing, like the Grinch, maybe. But no, yeah, that's it doesn't seem to be having any effect. Or maybe it did, and he's just going into a slow crash out right now, trying to play double duty. And it's not working for at least, especially where Vanessa's concerned. She's looking at him like he's lying every minute of the day, and he is. And it doesn't make sense. Like, why would you not want to tell her what your plans are? It's stupid. She's sitting here bored because you won't let her continue to do shit like she was doing shit.
And yeah, Vanessa probably just assumes he's dead. Of course, she has to. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm not buying any of your bullshit. He's gone or being tortured.
Yeah, that's why when they're doing therapy, they were like, "Where is he?" And they both said it in sync. Don't know, or
don't know.
Yeah,
she asked, when did you end the affair? And that's when Vanessa turned and looked at him and was like, "Well, I never actually got the chance to." And she turns and gives him that sideways look, like, I wonder why I can't find him to break up with him.
Right? You already know. She already knows.
She already knows exactly.
She is well aware.
He's mine. John, you shut the fuck up right now, young man. Go to your room. Go to your room.
It is, man. Oh, speaking of relationships.
You said he's MIA. I read that as he's Maya, thinking Maya, actual Echo, is who I was talking about. I thought you were saying there was like some mind switchery there. Okay, never mind.
That'd be awesome. Speaking of relationships, Matt seemed to be getting a little close with his new girlfriend. And if you think this has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Like, how long until either Fisk or Muse just hangs this woman from a rafter, fandom?
Wait, who? Vanessa or the lawyer?
Matt's girlfriend.
Matt's girlfriend.
I think that's going to be the way how Matt learns of the Muse, because his interaction with her. So it's just a matter of time before that therapy session happens.
Oh man, I don't know. How about what do you think?
What episode are we on right now?
We're on episode 4.
I'd say like 2 more episodes.
You know what? Yeah, actually, because we're getting that double episode drop, it's probably going to be one of those 2 episodes. And guaranteed, whatever happens, even if she ends up being safe, whatever happens, Matt's going to put the suit back on within one of those 2 episodes.
Seems like he might do it right now.
He already went back up there to start getting some practice in.
Oh, he's ready. I
wonder where he used those other masks, or he just had those others on standby.
He probably came back from California with them.
Came back from with his.
Wait, does this take place after She-Devil or before? Not She-Devil. Oh my God, She-Hulk. Oh my God.
This is after She-Hulk.
This is after She-Hulk.
I don't know why I thought this was before.
That's why he has all those suits. I'm certain this is after.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is after. I would think.
I mean, I can do a deep dive maybe tomorrow to double check the timelines of all the new stuff that's come out, but I'm about 99.9% sure this is after She-Hulk.
So what do we think? Which one killed? Who do you think kills her? Is it going to be Fisk or Muse?
Wait, so he was dating She-Hulk, then he ended it, then he went right back to chilling with
He wasn't dating She-Hulk. That was the
ultimate. He wasn't dating. They banged.
But then at the finale, he was there at the family
they erased
dinner.
that.
It was like some type of dinner or a cookout, whatever thing, a picnic thing in the backyard. He was also there. So, and then they were asking, and was the father or the uncle was asking oh, what you're doing, all this other stuff. It kind of seemed like they were cooking up, still dating or something.
Not anymore.
Did they say unless they said?
I thought it was alluding. alluding.
Maybe.
Oh nah, I don't think either one of them would do that, because they're literally on opposite ends of the country. Yeah. I don't think it would.
Hey, long distance now.
That's too far.
I get that, but those 2 personalities, them 2, nah, I don't think they would do that. They had their fun, and then Matt went back home.
So who do we think Karen ends up with? Does she have more of a chance to end up with Matt or Frank?
Without Matt being around, I think it could have been Frank. But as it stands right now, with Frank being gone, if she would have stayed in New York, there is the possibility that they might have gotten back together, especially in lieu of their grief with Foggy.
Without therapy, Frank can't be with no one. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He actually needs to go talk to Matt's girlfriend for several hours. He needs to go talk to her.
Hours, maybe a few years.
Each session is only like 1 hour long. So several hours is a whole bunch of sessions, maybe a year or 3.
I don't think you can get over it. Poor Karen. She needs something better than that.
And that's why she's out there. I think she's gonna end up doing something with She-Hulk.
The freaks come out at night, and we see the darker side of some of our characters coming through. And when Fisk was walking down those stairs, I was instantly like, hello, Adam. Like, I knew your ass was lying. Like, oh. Vanessa made mention of, like, what she liked most about Adam, his hands. So after hearing that, like, is Fisk going to end up, like, chopping Adam's hands off or maiming them in some sort of way, AK?
That would have been, like, great.
He's not going to chop him off, but he's probably going to beat him with a hammer a few times.
Oh, there we go.
I think chopping him off to him would be too easy. Way too easy. No, he wants him to feel the prolonged grip. Like, you still have your hands, but you can't do shit with them anymore.
I don't know.
You can't make anybody feel like she says she felt when your hands were on her. You can't ever do that again.
This is gonna be some House of the Dragon shit. Somebody's about to get some hands like mailed back to him and shit in a box. Talking about, you said what about his hands? I just kept them as trophies.
He's not gonna say, nah. Fix wouldn't do that. If it was somebody else, yes. But to send his hands to Vanessa, I don't think he's gonna do that.
Oh, he's not sending the hands. He's keeping them. Those are trophies. What were you about to say, Phantom? What do you think about all that?
Well, I would have loved that, but then you would have had, like, before the episode started, like, violence and a gory thing in this episode. I'm gonna be like, what the hell is going on? I'm just like, the entire episode, I'm like, one world that was gory and stuff that was happening. Then we would pan to the Atom scene and be like, oh shoot, here we go.
Oh man, yeah.
I would also like to see what this dude looks like outside of that, because we saw hints of that, like, remember back in the Fabio from back in the day with them long blonde locks that he had. He's given that from the little bit that I saw, but his face was kind of shaded and covered up a little bit.
Oh man, absolutely incredible. Yeah, they didn't show the whole thing, but this is gonna be a problem. I don't think this man gets to keep his hands, but it's gonna be crazy. It is gonna be crazy. And we have Matt up there on those rooftops, like you're saying, practicing with some of his more dangerous toys, and we just know he's about to start putting in work again. So it's about to get on, because we have been going way too long without the actual Daredevil. We need Daredevil back in the Daredevil episodes. It's getting crazy. But also putting in work is our new character, Muse. Like, looks like this man has been busy. Just got all kinds of people strung up from the ceiling. Like, with some poor bastard on his table that seems like he's going to be joining the rest of them up there real soon.
He was the one that was getting drug in at the beginning of the scene. I'm thinking he's about to go to work on him, but it's already somebody else over there that he was doing stuff with. And the guy comes to, and he's hearing this screaming. He's like, oh shit, what the fuck? I couldn't imagine being in a situation like that.
No, that's insane.
I wonder how he picks his victims. Is it just like random, or like what is it?
I don't think it's just random.
As far as I know, it is. I mean, it's like I said, the only thing I know about him is what I saw in that Comics Explained. Like, I was watching a Daredevil thing he was doing, and he talked about Muse for a while, and he said basically this guy is just he's just an agent of chaos. There's no rhyme or reason for who or why. He just does it.
He sees the thing and he wants to do something with it, so he snatches it. That's it.
So I don't know. Maybe there is. Maybe they'll switch that up for the episode. Like, what do you know anything about the Muse character, Phantom?
No, same like you. I was watching a YouTube video. They just mentioned like a little tidbit from the comic about him, and that's it. And then, so the show can always like alter and be like, "Hey, I do it because of X, Y, and Z," or "I chose this person because hey, maybe it was like a fan of Wilson Fisk, who I just like took them and just made like a Muse with their blood of Wilson Fisk," or they were a fan of White Tiger, so I just took them and boom, kill them, use their blood to make them use a white tiger with their blood, like something like that, instead of randomly just, oh, I just saw them just like walking down the street, I just like took them.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy. I don't think. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. This guy is going to be a problem. Like Jake was saying earlier, like this. I don't know how gnarly they're going to get with this cat, but we already see what he's up to and what he's doing. So they could take this show to a whole nother level, to a very dark place with this one. So, oh man. Oh, so all in all, what do we think of this episode, Phantom?
5 out of 10 until freaking Frank came in. Okay, we boosted up to like a 6 out of 10.
How about you, AK? What'd you think about it?
I will repeat my score from last night. Definitely an 8. It was great. It was lovely seeing Frank come back. I enjoyed all of the notes of petty from Vanessa and the ridiculousness of Daniel. I really want to know what the hell is up with him. If it ends up like not being anything, like he literally is just the ultimate fanboy, I feel like I'm going to be really disappointed.
Well,
but yeah, we'll see how that goes. And what the fuck is Fisk gonna do with this man in the basement? And why are you sitting down there like being served 3-course meals, just eating? Like, what do you say to this dude while you're doing that?
Yeah. Oh, just insane up there eating a whole bowl of rigatoni. What are you doing?
Like, come on, my guy.
Like I said, I love how he's. I love how he's fronting in front of everybody else with just his one little piece of white chicken and one little spear.
I was looking at that too, like, who is this small ass meal for, bro? You know you need more calories than that to go on day to day.
We see where he's getting them down there, just eating whole bowls of pasta, just getting his rigatoni on. I was like, oh, you know that man in them bars are hungry. You are ruthless. You are ruthless. Oh, but as usual, we're going to end it on just a couple trivia questions. If you guys know these, put them in the chat box. If you know these answers watching later, put them in the comment section down below.
Hold it down for us.
Oh, what is Hector's niece's name?
Damn it, I knew you was going to ask that. I'll forget. I in my notes, I put her down as baby girl. That's it.
Angela?
Angela, there we go. Starting off the right way.
I knew Phantom was going to get it.
Angela, correct. Starting off right. Oh, our guy already said it in the freaking in the chat earlier. How many pages long did Matt say his rap sheet was?
20 or 25, something in the 20s. I'm gonna say hard 25.
Hard 25 is absolutely correct. Well done. Oh, both got it 1 for 1. And what was the name of that man who had such a long rap sheet?
Yeah, that I don't know. He got on my nerves too much. I didn't feel like remembering his name. That may sound bad.
Did it begin with an L?
Yes, it does. In between.
Okay, so that's Leroy Brackett.
Leroy
Jenkins. Oh, yeah, it's Leroy Bradford. Absolutely correct. Oh, shit. Leroy Jenkins. Absolutely. Oh, keeping it moving. How many days in jail did the DA suggest Matt's client get at first?
35.
35. We talked about it on the episode. We were there. Oh, and what was the name of that nice DA that had the hots for Matt?
I don't remember, but she cute.
No, she's adorable.
Wasn't it Sophia Ozola? Something like that?
Oh,
you got it? Hey,
it's Ozola. Absolutely. Look at you, just bringing it home. Nice. Well done, you. What offshoot holiday was it when Matt was negotiating with her?
It was La Vie. La Vie. Oh my gosh, what the hell?
Can't read your own writing.
You said it's what?
So was she the DA from Jessica Jones?
I don't remember.
La Vie?
I don't think so.
I could. I mean, those two are but definitely the same thing, so it could be. I'll have to go back and check that out. That's a good question. That is a great question. I do not remember that. I love Jessica Jones.
The only lawyers I remember hard from Jessica Jones is Jerry and a couple of the folks that work with her. Trinity, if you don't remember the name Jerry. Trinity from The Matrix, who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Phantom? You're all over it. What's the name of the holiday?
Was it It was in Latvian? Or
it's a Latin holiday, isn't it?
Oh, wow. If you know that one, put it in the chat box. I thought we had that one. Oh, we got one of them on them. What was the name of the song Fisk had to listen to being sung so awfully, not once, but twice?
We built the damn city.
Oh, so bad, so bad. And last but not least, let's end it on an easy one. What
The
nickname
damn
does
popcorn.
Frank call Matt?
No, I thought it was gonna be the popcorn. What nickname does Fisk call Matt? He has a nickname?
No. What nickname does Frank call Matt?
Oh, Red.
Yeah, absolutely correct. The red one. He said we built this here, we got it. Oh, they don't know this one. I know the chat knows it. What was the name of the karma corn that Leroy stole?
Fiddle
Kringle.
something. I almost want to say
Crackle
fiddle.
or crackle fiddle or something like that.
That's so good.
It was well, wasn't it fiddle? Yeah, see, John just said it too. Fiddle faddle.
Fiddle faddle. He said it earlier too. Yeah, 100% correct. And how
And
many?
that's the only
But
reason I remembered it is because he said it earlier.
and he put the boxes wrong though. How many? I said it earlier. How many boxes?
Oh, like
did Armin
10?
steal? Incorrect. Oh, we'll end it on that one. How many boxes of fiddle faddle did Leroy steal?
3, 5.
2.
I know a cop was eating one of them, so maybe it was 2. One got messed up later. I said 8, but that's not the right one.
So good.
I feel like I don't know why 10 is in my head for that, but that is not correct. I don't know. Is it something ridiculous like 15 or 20?
It's something ridiculous like the 20 numbers you said. It was probably one of them.
Yeah, probably one of them. Why would you not tell me when I said it then?
You said like you rapid fired like 10 of them.
Okay, so I said 3. I said 5. So 10 was the first one. I also said 8. I think John has said 8 too, and that's not it. Jake is saying 9. I'm guessing that's not it because you haven't said nothing to that yet. And then I said 15 and 20.
So good. So good. That is a lot of the numbers you said, yes.
I do believe I threw out 7 also too. Yeah, but I don't know, 6.
So good.
You said it was one of the ones I said already. I didn't say
did.
more.
It absolutely was one of the numbers you said already. We narrowed it down to about 5 of them.
I just repeated all of them.
I know. It was probably one of them.
Terrible.
But on that note,
Are you not saying it's correct when I say the number then? If I said it, then
there it is. She got it. One of the
there.
15 she got it. We'll give her 1 out of 15 credit. She got there.
Absurd.
Oh, we're absolutely going to do it. Like I said, it looks like the next episode is coming out 2 at a time. So they're going to drop 5 and 6 at the same time. We're still just going to do 1 at a time because, yeah, writing these up an hour at a time is a long one. And that'll kind of roll us right in. So Thursday, because they're playing it right now. So Thursday we'll do episode 5. Tuesday we'll do episode 6. And next Thursday we'll do episode 7 and just keep it moving. So that's going to do it for us. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. Thank my co-host for being on here with us. And we'll be back on here on Thursday, knocking out the next episode. So everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic week. And it only gets better from here. Till we see you on the next one. Be easy, everybody.